everyone, it's Nikki. Welcome back to Let's Cook with Nikki. Today is a cold day here in Kentucky, and I'm feeling good. Want to make a soup, and I want to just share my recipe of my Mexican stuffed pepper soup. It's a one-pot meal, or you could do it in the crock pot. The ingredients today to make this soup is I got a half a pound of ground beef here. I measured out 2 cups for us of instant rice. Got some tomato sauce that I made some homemade tomato sauce of ours, but you could use the canned tomato sauce. I have some chicken bouillon cubes, or you could use chicken broth. Got some diced tomatoes with oregano and garlic and oregano. About a little bit less than a quarter cup of diced red pepper. About a half cup of green bell pepper. Half a cup of yellow onion and yellow pepper. And I have some chopped fresh cilantro right here. This is optional. And some taco seasoning. Now I make up my own taco seasoning. Maybe later down the line I'll maybe put the ingredients to that later on. But I make up my own taco seasoning, or you can get the little pack that you buy in the store. But you'll need about 3 tablespoons of that. So we're going to get started. I got some water on the stove right now, ready to come up to the boil so we can do the rice. I'm going to go ahead and get a pot. You'll need like a big pot, Dutch oven pot, whatever kind of large pot you got, like your small pot for your rice. And we're going to get my pot started here, like on a medium heat, to get this ground beef cooked up, and then we're going to throw in the taco seasoning and get the bell peppers, the veggies all in, besides the cilantro. Like I said, that's optional. Anything on top of this soup is optional. If you want to put sour cream, some shredded cheese, we might do that ourselves. We're going to let this pot heat up so we can get ready to get this ground beef ground up. And we're just going to have some tortilla chips on the side with ours, or you could maybe do some cornbread. I had thought about that. I had even thought about jalapeno cheddar cornbread, maybe. That'll go good with it. It's Tuesday, so I wanted to do something Taco Tuesday, but something to be warm and quick. So, got about 5 more minutes on my water to come up to a boil. Looks like it's starting to get to a little bit of bubbles. I wonder what the weather is doing where everybody else is at. Send me a comment down at the bottom and everything. If you're looking for quick and easy recipes, just come and see me and let's cook together. Because this is Cook with Nikki. And I just want to give a little short story if you already don't know. The reason why I did this channel is because I had a stroke back in 2019 and my passion was cooking. I didn't think I could do it. I was told I couldn't do a lot of things, not even walk or talk, which I was in a state where I couldn't do none of those. But I just want to share my recipes and encourage and inspire others. And it helps me as well. So just like our Dutch pan is getting hot. So I'm going to go ahead and throw our ground beef in here. Not twisted yet. I'm going to go ahead and go in and break it up a little bit. You do want, like, not big chunks, but like a medium chunk of your ground beef to be chopped up. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, any kind of ground meat you want to use, or whatever you would basically put in your stuffed pepper. Is what basically I'm making, but in a soup form. And I didn't tell you all. If you like a thicker soup, you can get like a cornstarch and make like a cornstarch slurry. Maybe a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch with the same amount, equal amount of water, and just like mix that together to thicken up the soup if you're interested in a thicker soup, because this is not as thick. And I might even do the cornstarch slurry myself. I'm looking for a real nice, comforting meal on this cold winter day. Starting to get some heat to the meat now. Heat to the meat. Heat. This doesn't sound like one. But anyway, we're getting there. Hope everybody's Thanksgiving went well. We had a really good Thanksgiving. Got to see family I haven't seen in years. Some people I hadn't even met. And it was just a blessing for family to get together. My siblings I haven't seen in a while either. So it was just nice to see everybody. I just hope everybody else had a good Thanksgiving as well. Wanted to do this recipe today also because I know people probably getting tired of leftovers. But if you still eating them, to each his own. I just wanted to show something really quick. If you get tired of the leftover Thanksgiving meal, that's something that's easy. Alright, our meat is starting to brown up, and we're going to leave the fat and the grease from this ground beef in here. So I'm going to go ahead and start to season up this meat with some of my homemade taco seasoning. I'm putting like half of it in right now. And the other half a little later. And I'm eyeballing this. I know there's about 3 tablespoons or so left in my jar. I have to make up some more. Let's get that incorporated and mixed in here. Still some pink. It's okay, we're going to cook it. It's going to cook all through the whole process anyway. Now, once it's browned up, pretty much we're going to go in and saute our veggies with that meat. Going in with the green pepper, onion, going with red pepper, and lastly, the yellow. You could use orange if you want. This is just what I had on hand. That kind of peppers that you have on hand. Just use whatever. Like I said, turn on. Our water is ready for our rice. So I'm going to get our 2 cups of rice and get that in here. And I'm using the minute rice again. You want to use the bag rice, whichever kind of rice you prefer to use. Cook that up. Get our veggies sauteed and mixed in here. All those colors, that is just so beautiful. I'm going to have this on a medium heat as well. Okay. I'm just going to let these hang out and cook. Let them do their thing. Marry all together and let the rice do its thing. And we'll add in our sauce and our tomatoes. And I'll be right back, you all. We're going to be making some good, warm, quick soup. Because everything else from this point on is just going to fall in place. Be back shortly. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Now, the rice still needs a little bit more time to cook. Our meat and veggie mixture has got sauteed. The meat is cooked up, as you can see. And I have got a 4-cup measuring cup. I went ahead and got 2 of my chicken bouillons and put in here. If you're using like a carton of chicken broth, just use the whole carton. So I had the 2 chicken bouillons, and as you can see, they're just there at the bottom. I just got them sitting in some hot water. It should dissolve once we pour it in here. We are going to put that down. I didn't have a lot of grease on my ground beef. If you have a lot of grease, you'll want to drain it. Get some of that excess grease off. Mine had soaked up in these veggies. Can't remember if it was 85-15 or what the percentage of fat was. I didn't have a lot of fat on. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed to pour our water with the 2 chicken bouillons in there. And then I'm going to go in with our diced tomatoes with garlic and oregano. And if you have a can of tomato sauce, go ahead and put that in here. I have this tomato sauce I made up the other day that I've used for like making my meatloaf mixture. So I'm just going to use that. I give this a stir. Let the soup hang out on a medium heat for about 10 minutes. And then hopefully the rice should be done. Once that gets done, I'll meet y'all back right here. Y'all, I'm back. Rice is done. I got my fork fluffing it up. Got soup going. It's still got 2 more minutes left on ours. But I'm going to go ahead and dump our rice in and the rest of the taco seasoning. Sprinkle this because I've tasted mine. Make sure you're tasting your food to your family and your liking. Give this a stir. Like I said again, this is a loose soup, so if you want to thicken it up with a cornstarch slurry, I think I'm going to do like a little bit, but I'm going to let these seasonings and the rice get incorporated with the meat and the veggies for 5 minutes, and then I think we're going to come back and make a cornstarch slurry. Put it in here, just give it a little thickness. So if you want to see how to do this cornstarch slurry and get your soup thickened up, meet me back here in a few minutes. Alright, y'all, I am going to do the cornstarch slurry. So I got the cornstarch. I did about 3 tablespoons in a measuring cup with 3 tablespoons of water. Got that stirred up. I have stirred my soup. Tasting pretty good. Looking pretty good. I want to leave this spoonful out for you all to see this color on it. Just like that. I mean, look at all that. It's soaked in that broth. You're just like basically deconstructing a stuffed pepper, throwing it in some flavorful broth. Now we're just going to pour this cornstarch slurry in here. Give it our thickening agent. Give it a stir. Let this cook for about 15 minutes, y'all, and it'll be time to dive in. Go ahead and get y'all's toppings. If you want to put some cheese or sour cream or whatever, go on and get that ready. Some diced onion or whatever you prefer to put on top of your stuffed pepper. We're going to do 15 minutes and let that go ahead and simmer. And I'll meet y'all back. Y'all, I'm back. It's 15 minutes later. And our soup is ready. It's got a nice thickness. And you still got the broth and the veggies. It's ready. Time to scoop it up. I'm going to scoop this up and show you all the final presentation. 30 minutes. A nice, comforting Mexican stuffed tortilla. Basically a tortilla soup to me. But the hardest part is basically doing the prepping, dicing up all the veggies. You have one of those dicers like I have. I showed in a previous video about a dicer. You can get it on Amazon and everything. That it doesn't take as long doing dicing it up that way. But the hardest part and just letting it simmer, making sure you have the flavor in there, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna fold this up, show y'all what it looks like, and be back with y'all. Y'all, I got it bowled up for you. Presentation. Mexican stuffed pepper soup. I got some creamy mozzarella cheese and some cilantro on top of mine, but you put whatever you want on yours. Hope you all liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Hit a like on that. It's free to subscribe. And I hope to see you all again. But if we don't, then please, I hope that the Lord will bless you all. Until next time, while we are absent from one another. Hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye.